Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and a happy Father's Day weekend, and welcome to the Oracle Arena here in Oakland, California, the home of the world champion Golden State Warriors, where tonight Rock Nation Sports is proud to present Throne Boxing for your entertainment live on BET. And it's all sponsored by the Waterfront Hotel, Oakland, Venue Kings, Shoe Palace, CTMS Travel, U-Boat, FanDuel and Fandango, Showtime's Tickets, Trailers, and more. This contest is presented in association with Rummel Time Promotions. All the fights tonight will be sanctioned by the California State Athletic Commission, and the three judges assigned to ringside for this first bout: Kermit Bayless, Susan Gitlin, and Steve Morrow. And inside the ring, in charge of the action at the bell, your referee, Edward Colantes. And now, two undefeated fighters. Somebody's has got to go. 8 rounds of boxing. This is in the featherweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, wearing white trimmed with red, official weight 122 3/4 pounds. His professional record, 13 victories without a loss, including 5 knockouts. He has 1 draw. From St. Louis, Missouri, USA, the undefeated showstopper, Stephon Young. And fighting out of the black corner, wearing black with red, officially weighing in at 120 1/2 pounds. As a professional, a perfect record of 12 fights, 12 victories, including 6 wins by knockout. From Cleveland, Ohio, the undefeated Antonio Nieves.
Gentlemen, you received the rules in the dressing room. I want you to obey my commands at all times and protect yourself at all times. Belt line's good here. Belt line's good here. Stephon, Antonio, gentlemen, let's do this.
So here we go, our first fight of the evening. 2 undefeated fighters, each trying to make a mark. They both know each other from the amateur days, have never been in a ring together because Young is the naturally bigger guy. And I think the early part of this fight, Kevin, is going to really be interesting to see who can set the tempo.
Well, we're looking to see who's going to establish himself first. Well, Young is very fast. You see he's very relaxed. A good jabber. We're going to see exactly who sets the format.
Scheduled for 8 rounds. Both these guys say, I want to fight somebody who's good, and they each get their shot tonight.
Well, this looks like speed versus power. Nieves with the power, Young with the speed.
Nieves, the aggressor, early in this fight. Nieves, incidentally, had a fight just 2 weeks ago. Knocked his man out in just 1 round, so it allowed him to accept this fight.
The Young, I expect to be elusive. When I talk to him, he's an elaborate amateur. You know, I mean, he did a lot of years in the amateur ranks. And what happens is, they're very fleet-footed, fast-footed. You know, as you can see, he's very quick, very agile. And I'm looking for him to not to get hit with nothing, but it makes for an exciting fight.
Nieves early on, working the body and then coming upstairs.
But Nieves got to go to the body to slow down Young, because Young's going to be quick.
Young is the naturally bigger guy, as we've said. And in fact, Young's future is probably at 126, whereas Nieves says, I'm going to fight at 118.
Yeah, so you kind of wonder, you know, if his power is going to make a difference fighting Young.
Stop!
Good, quick left hand from Young.
And as you see also, Young is a southpaw. So being he's a southpaw, that definitely gives him an advantage style-wise.
Both these guys with long amateur careers, each has faced the opposite. Young has faced a lot of right-handers. Likewise, Nieves has faced a lot of left-handers.
The thing that Nieves is probably trying to land is that straight right hand. Of course, that's the punch that most righties try to land against southpaw. And with Young, he's trying to land a left hand.
Let go, let go. Watch out.
Young has had some success with that left hand. Very close first round.
Nieves is shockingly fast himself, and I think Young's a little amazed on how quick Nieves is.
Counter right hand, that hurt Young. Nieves has Young in trouble. Young holds on. I'm not sure he's all back yet.
Like I said, Nieves can punch. 50-50 knockout record.
Coming to the end of the first round, and Young in survival mode here to end this round. That was a very close round, and I think that last rally by Nieves, at least in my opinion, gave him the round.
Definitely when he hurt Young with that hook. I believe it was a hook when they showed us the replay. That's one thing about Nieves. He can punch. Young's quick, but Nieves can really crack. And he showed it right there in the first round. Here we take a look at what happened. As you see, Young going downstairs to the body, left his head exposed, and got hit with a straight right hand, it looked like to me. As we take a look at it again, probably, Young got buzzed and hurt. And here we take a look. As he goes downstairs, he left his chin wide open and got hit with a counter right hand, and that set the legs wobbly. And as you can see him go back against the ropes. And good hold, good hold. He got out of the round without getting knocked out.
That punch was quick in the locker room of Andre Ward. And you recognize that guy with him?
Marshawn Lynch.
Marshawn Lynch, an Oakland guy. They've been friends for a long time. Of course, the running back for the Seattle Seahawks, and he was very much, incidentally, a part of the Warriors celebration yesterday, too. So it's been a big weekend for an Oakland guy, Marshawn Lynch. And, oh, by the way, a pretty good guy.
Yeah, a pretty good week for Oakland.
I've had a chance to spend some time with Marshawn Lynch, and I'll tell you what, he creates a lot of it, but he gets a bad rap. He's a very, very good guy.
Yeah, people don't know the personal side of athletes, and that's what needs to be shown sometime.
This is round 2 of a scheduled 8-round fight. And we'll see if there's any hangover effect from that first round. That good right hand by Young, although he slapped with it a little bit.
You know, it's funny that Young was the bigger man, even as an amateur, but Nieves caught Young and wobbled Young, being a smaller man. So Nieves might have some heavy hands there.
Good straight right hand again by Young. And another one.
Yeah, the one thing about Young is that, you know, it's not caught these days, is that Young's chin's right in the air. Right in the air. Now, tuck chin, you know, years ago you tucked your chin.
I'll tell you, both these guys look to me, Kevin, like they got a little pop.
They both do, but it seems like Nieves got a little bit more pop. Young's been practicing, settling down. I talked to him getting his power. It seems like Nieves has it.
Yeah, he talked to us yesterday about bending down a little bit more, turning into his punches a little bit more. That's showing here.
Well, the one thing I see Young doing, he goes with straight left hand, but he's come back to the right hook. Me as a southpaw, that's very detrimental to me, because if I throw my left hand, I'm more likely to catch you with a hook. Like right there, you do a left hand, no follow-up hook.
Yeah, that straight left hand, though, has been very effective for Young.
Yeah, but he has to come back to that left hook. I mean, the right hook when he throws it.
But there's the right hook.
There go the right hook. Where's the left hand?
There was a double jab followed by a right hand by Nieves. Nieves very quick-handed.
I was shocked how fast Nieves was. I thought Young would be the faster man, but Nieves showed to be quick too.
That counter right hand from Young was caught in the gloves of Nieves. It's an action fight, really, as advertised.
Young does good this round. I mean, the first round I didn't give him. He got wobbled, but he's landing a very effective punches in the second round.
Both rounds actually very close, though. Coming to the end of round 2, and again, a very competitive fight, as we expected it would be. Welcome back. We come to round 3 of what has been a very close fight and a real action fight.
Yeah, well, I have it scored unofficially, of course, after 2 rounds, 19-19. 1 round to Nieves, 1 round to Young. It's a very competitive fight.
Yeah, I have it the same way, but I think you could easily make a case in that last round either way.
It seems that Young found himself, started landing effective shots. That left hand that he has is very effective, but he's going to come back to the hook.
Here are the numbers. You can see Nieves has landed 24 more punches. Surprising, and has thrown twice as many. Neither man, though, with a high connect percentage.
Well, they're both good fighters, both undefeated, so it makes sense. Okay, this is an equally matched fight, I would say.
I think so too.
Record's almost the same, so you know, I expect some action. Now we get to a point where they're both starting to slow the pace a little bit, find their rhythm. You know, find a rhythm means very simple. They coax in here in the 3rd round a little bit, taking a break.
Young was stung in the 1st round by Nieves, but recovered well in the last round. No effect of that right now here in round 3. And a good left hand right there. That staggered Nieves. And now Nieves against the ropes, and Young trying to close the deal. And Nieves still backing up. Not yet with his legs under him. Another left hand by Young.
That straight left hand was wicked. He read exactly what's going on. He got to watch out walking in. He walks in with his chin up. One thing that he does. One thing about Young, he throws power punches, but it's only one at a time.
Nieves seems to be back now. So each man has felt the best of the other in this fight. Good right hand again by Young. Missed with the uppercut.
Well, Young told me that he was trying to get away from that amateuristic style of, you know, flight hands, fast hand, punching. He wants to settle down and throw bombs, and that's what he's doing here.
This is round 3. Each man has had his moment. And another very close round. Nieves with a good left hand there. That had Young backing up. End of round 3.
Here we take a look at the punch that caused it all. As you see, Young coming in, great straight left hand. You see the knees wobble of Nieves. He jumps right on him.
Now, Harold Petty, the very experienced trainer of Young, said if you get inside, stay inside. Now we'll see if he can do that. He also said you got to throw more than one punch.
So, as I was saying it the whole fight, he's throwing power shots, but he's only throwing one power shot. You know, with fast hands like he has, he's got to throw in combination. 3 and 2, 3 and 4. You know, because it takes 3 shots to land one. One punch, if it don't land, then you need more shots.
Young just flicking the jab out, but they're all being caught on the gloves of Nieves.
You see, Young fights very Mayweather-like, you know.
Yeah.
That style with the arm down and southpaw Mayweather a little bit. He's to implement that jab, set it up, and drop the left hand, come back to the hook.
Good left hand again. He's just looking for that left hand now.
But it's only one shot. He needs to come back to the hook. And Nieves is doing a good job keeping him at bay.
Left hand again to the top of the head of Nieves. Double jab and a right hand by Nieves. Straight left hand from Young.
Yeah, most people will wonder why at this stage these undefeated fighters would want to fight each other. My hat goes off to them and kudos, because both men at this stage of their lives know that a loss could send them the other way.
I like the idea, and I think it's a real measuring stick, and both these guys, when we talked to them yesterday, agreed. And they also agreed, and I do too, that a loss at this point in your career is not a career killer.
No. It could send you back a little bit. It's so psychological. It's what you think of the loss. And both men have jobs. So who's better than them?
Right.
They both work. One works at a bank. Okay, I'm Nieves. The other works in a rehab center, rehabilitating people. I mean, as well as boxing, these guys have careers.
And Nieves, a college graduate. Played baseball in college, actually. Didn't start fighting until he was late in his teens.
Sometimes it's easier with the baseball, though, than boxing.
Yeah. Yes,
You know?
it's a lot safer sport.
You can wear your jewelry while you're playing. You can do all that.
Good left and right hand by Nieves. That backed Young up for a moment. Yeah, they both had their shots.
The problem with Young, he's throwing left hand, and no comeback hook, no comeback jab. It's just one left hand. And there you go, combination finally, and works.
Coming to the end of round 4, another very close round, as they all have been. We're coming back. Don't go away. Round 5 of the scheduled 8-rounder, and this fight's still very much up for grabs.
2 undefeated. It's an amazing matchup. Amateur together, now they pro together, now they fight against each other. It gets no better than this.
Want a little more from Young, just in terms, again, of combination punching.
Yeah, the one thing Young does, he's sliding straight back in the line. He's getting hit with a left jab by Nieves.
And unlike Young, Nieves throws most everything in combination.
Yeah, yes. Switch information. That's what needs to happen here.
Yeah, exactly.
Because Nieves is going forward. They want Young to go forward. And they're fighting opposite. Nieves is throwing combos and Young's throwing one punch at a time.
Again, 3-punch combination. Only one of them got there from Nieves.
It seems that Young is admiring his work. And Nieves is working on the inside and the outside. And he's staying consistent.
Throwing more punches, being a little bit busier, and a fight that's this close, that could have an effect on the judges.
Yeah, you don't know what they're watching. Ring generalship right now goes to Nieves because he's going forward. He's making the fight happen. He's applying pressure to Young. And Young's hurting himself by throwing one shot at a time.
Again, jab and a right hand behind it, and he brings that right hand pretty quickly behind it.
Yeah, well, Nieves is trying to steal the rounds by throwing punches and bunches and the combinations. He sees that Young's not throwing a lot of punches. And Young's goes, I mean, first time Nieves goes to the body. Pretty shocking. I thought I would see more stepping on each other's toes being the southpaw Young and Nieves.
Yeah, it hasn't happened.
Hasn't happened a lot. Usually it does.
3 shots to the body and then from Nieves, and 2 shots to the head from Young.
This is a very evenly matched fight. Nieves is taking the initiative right now.
I like the way Nieves is working the body. Coming to the end of round 5, and I feel like I'm being redundant, but once again, a very close round. The onus going on the judges. A look at Miguel Cotto, and even out here on the left coast, very popular guy. He's sitting pretty right now, isn't he?
Oh, he's in a good spot right now. I mean, 3 good wins. Doug Rodriguez and Sergio Martinez. And that was amazing. And Gil.
Yeah.
So we're sitting right in a good spot right now.
This is round 6, and now you got to take a look at the fact that Nieves has gone the 8-round distance. Young, however, has never gone past 6. He had a scheduled 8 in his last fight, but he stopped his man in 2 rounds.
Well, right now, Young Corners tell him, pick it up, throw your combinations, use your hand speed to your advantage. Nieves is outworking him. I got the fight dead even right now. 48-48 unofficially, of course. But, you know, it's a close fight.
I have Nieves ahead by a point.
It depends on who wants this fight more. It's going to boil down, I think, to the last 2 rounds. If it goes that far, 7 and 8. And it depends on what the judges are watching. Because now roles change again. Young is chasing Nieves.
A lot of missing here in round 6. Stop! That's one of the few times they've tied each other up.
I'm waiting for this fight to transform. What I mean is, both men are playing safety first. Throw their combos away. Nobody's taking the initiative.
Well, and it could speak to the fact that each has been hurt in this fight. That was a good right hand from Young.
I think Nieves looks like he's taking a break this round. He's not being as busy as he was in the past or being as aggressive. He's allowing Young to take charge. And it's a very close fight.
Right hand by Young.
You need to put those together rather than one at a time.
Left hand by Nieves got there. Another right hand from Young.
One thing about Young, when he pulls his head back up in the air like that, he's susceptible to get hit with a left hook. And that's very, very dangerous for him to do that. You know, he tries to yank back, but he doesn't yank back any protection. Now, I'm sure the corner recognizes it. I don't know if the Nieves in the ring recognizes it.
Again, though, a very close round.
Since we've seen him in the ring, how you think he's going to fare?
I mean, him coming back home, you know what I'm saying? This is his coming out party right now. I think he's going to do damage and do work, so I'm here to support Dre.
Let's get back to the fight, fella. Thank you for talking to me, all right? Back to you guys, Barry and Kev.
All right, thanks very much, Sway. This is round 6. I beg your pardon, round 7.
Round 7 of 8 rounds. Very close fight. Very, very close fight. Unofficially, of course, from me, 57-58. I got it going to Young the last round. It's role reversal here. One round, Nieves chases Young. Next round, Young chasing Nieves.
Yeah,
it's cat and mouse.
Yes, I have the fight even, but I did give that last round to Young. Takes up a chant. I can't quite make out what it is.
Well, it seems that some of the Warriors have entered the building.
Stephen Curry showed up. He has been everywhere, I'll tell you what.
He's enjoying the accolades. He deserves them. He worked hard. Golden State won. He deserves it.
I'll tell you what, he deserved everything, and he's a terrific guy. He's as good a guy as he is a player.
If we look right now, Young is stalking, pursuing. These last 2 rounds, like I said earlier, are going to determine the outcome of this fight. 7 and 8, which man wants it more? These are the rounds. If it was a 12-rounder, championship rounds.
So far, again, a very close round. I think in this last minute, this round could still be decided.
Seems like Young stalking, you know, it's ring jealousy right now. Is the judges watching the man stalking or the man that's trying to box, which is Nieves. Stalking is Young and boxing is Nieves. So what do the judges like?
I wish I knew. The day I figure out the mind of a boxing judge, I'll have solved the meaning of life, Ken.
The camp from Young wanted him to go more combinations. He's standing with a straight left hand. It seems to me that he's finding himself, but he's allowing Nieves back into the fight. Nieves allowed himself back into the fight.
Yeah.
So it all boils down to those last few minutes of this fight.
I think Nieves is the busier of the two in this round. Nobody's really doing much.
But then again, if they're pacing, they're Young's doing.
Final 10 seconds of round 7. Double right hand from Nieves and a left hand from Young. The most popular guy in the Bay Area and maybe in the country, and that says it all. Steph Curry. And I'll tell you what, he walks on water in the Bay Area. Not to mention the best shooter I've ever seen.
Amazing three-pointer. Amazing. I don't know where he gets it from. He reminds me a little bit of Reggie Miller.
Yeah.
Three-pointers from the outside are amazing.
4 inches shorter. This is the 8th and final round, and I think the outcome could be decided in these final 3 minutes.
Yeah, well, I got it officially, of course. I got Young winning by 2 rounds. The last round I gave him, he was stalking, pursuing. His ring generalship looked amazing. This last round, but who knows what the judges are watching.
Well, it's going to be interesting. I have Nieves ahead by a point.
So we're going to see. It's very hard to fight to score.
It is. It is.
I would love to see the punch stats to see who landed more.
I think they both have to let it go in this final round.
They got to go like there's no tomorrow. And for them, it could be no tomorrow. So
Yes,
they need to make it all happen tonight. Put it on the line. You're already committed. You're there.
In close quarters for one of the few times tonight as well.
I figure either way, win, lose, or draw, each man will watch this tape and see what they could have did better.
And each guy, I think, too, Kevin, will be better in the next fight because of this fight.
Well, the one thing that if they do watch, I like Nieves to know is that the back and forth seesaw that he's doing, he's cut now. He's cut over his left eye. I think that could be done by a headbutt.
Might have been. It'll still, of course, it's way past, it would go to the scorecards. Quite a lot of blood. See what that does for Nieves. This is, again, a very close round. This is the final minute and 8 seconds of the fight.
But can that blood make a decision for the judges? That's the question. You know, you see blood, you don't know where it came from. Yeah, somebody's going to be very upset with the decision. They could have did more.
And they'll have a good argument, whichever way it goes.
Yeah.
And both have had their moments here in the final round. Final 45 seconds.
Yeah, Stephon seeing blood. He's starting to open up.
A good left hand from him. And another one. Nieves right now in retreat.
Yeah, right now this round don't look good for Nieves at all. I'm thinking this round totally. It seems like Nieves knows he's cut. He's acting like he's hurt.
Again, a 3-punch combination from Young. Young having one of his better rounds here.
This is where fighters are made. This is where fighters are made.
Absolutely. And a final 10 seconds. And I think a pretty big last round for Stephon Young. That's it. It's over. It's in the hands of the judges. Very good fight. An action fight from the opening bell. Each man was hurt. Each man can make a logical case for winning this fight. Who's going to win it? We will find out when we come back to the Oracle Arena here in Oakland, California, right after this. We welcome you back. It is in the hands of the judges. I know you have this fight close for Young. I have it as a draw. Let's take a look at our CompuBox numbers and see what they tell us about this fight. And you can see Nieves was the busier of the two and landed far more punches. Interesting.
Very interesting. I've scored, of course. I don't have it that way. You know, I have it a little bit more 2 rounds going to Stephon, especially the last round. I mean, so that made a difference for me. I got it 2 rounds to Stephon over Nieves. So it's argumentative, but we're going to see what the judges think.
We'll see. I have it 76-76. All right, let's go to Michael Buffer, and we all will find out who wins this one.
Ladies and gentlemen, here at the Oracle Arena, we go to the scorecards. Steve Morrow scores it 77-75. He has it for Nieves. Susan Gitlin scores it 78-74, and she scores it for Stephon Young. Kermit Bayless scores the contest 76-76, a three-way split. Both fighters remain undefeated. This contest is a draw.
You know what? I always hate draws, but in this case, I think that's a fair decision.
I like it. You know why? Both men go on. They learn from this fight. They'll probably see each other down the road. You know, this could be a great fight for a world title down the road. And they're both undefeated, so think about it. No blemish on their record, no confidence burner. They get an opportunity to do their career the way they want it to be done. Take the experience and run with it.
I completely agree with you, and I also agree with the fact that we very likely will see these two in the ring again.